Farmers, welcome back to Elm Creek. Late August it is, and yep, the cow barn. Kind of where we left off last episode, so I went and watched a couple videos, and it's kind of interesting. I watched 5 videos. All of them did use loose straw, hay, and silage to put in here, but 2 of them, the videos said you could either do it loose, or you could do it with bales. Yeah, the bales, as we saw, I couldn't get the bales to work, but I do have straw and hay put in here. I did lease a Total Mix Rations mixer, and what I did was I just put straw in it to chop it up, to put the straw in, and then I just chopped up the hay to put that in there. I do have a big pile of straw over here. This is like only 18,000 liters of straw, which would be 2 bales worth. Yeah, go figure. The reason why I had to empty it out, because over here the capacity of the robotic feeding system is 49,000. So do keep that in mind. Once you get to around 49,000, yeah, don't be doing what I did. I had to empty out the TMR mixer so I can go ahead and put the hay in. So originally I thought when I put the straw in and it capped off at 49,000, I'm like, okay, is it done by the number of cows that you have, or is that just the capacity? So I went ahead and bought 2 more cows. I bought 2 young Holstein cows, and I'm not able to put any more straw in. So the capacity of this doesn't seem, no matter how many cows you have, whether you have 1 cow or is it 80 cows this hold, whatever it holds, my guess is the capacity is 49,000. Our silage bales, they're almost there. They're at 90%. So it looks like it's going to take about 2 months. Is it 2 months it's going to be? Maybe a month and a half for them to turn into silage. We'll get there when we get there. I do know I have to put in the mineral feed. I just haven't done it yet because I was trying to figure out this situation here first. And yeah, the 2 videos I saw, I'm like, well, you can bring bales in. So I came right back in the game. I tried putting bales in. I removed all the bales. I'm like, well, maybe I got to remove all the bales because the triggers are getting confused. And then I brought a bale in one by one, and no, I just couldn't get it to do it. So I would say no on bales, unless you're getting bales to work and I'm not. As we all know, Farming Simulator 22, it seems to be bug infested with weird stuff that some people can do things other people cannot. Another interesting thing I found out, I didn't know when I was trying to do the bedding that more than likely that I was going to need a bale shredder for the straw bales, but I just figured we'd try it with a solid bale last episode. I will tell you this, you can, if you have a TMR mixer, you can use a TMR mixer, put nothing but straw into it, and then come into here and hit the trigger and put straw down for bedding. You can see I got straw down for bedding. That is done with a TMR mixer. That is for the bedding. So that is good for the cows, at least. One other thing I kind of forgot when I was building the cow barn, the new animal system in Farming Simulator 22, when you put down a placeable animal pen, it does not come with a manure storage. I'm not sure about slurry storage, and the reason why I say slurry storage, if I come over, here we go. You can see, where is it? About halfway down, right underneath the first straw category, it says slurry 0. You don't see anything for solid manure. You actually have to go into construction and silos, and you actually have to put down a manure heap pile in a trigger area and get it close enough to the animal pen itself, I believe. That's how it works. I haven't tested it, but I remember seeing that in the fact sheet months ago when it came out, that we had to put down the manure heap piles on the buildings. I don't know if sheep produce manure or not, but I'm far away from doing that anyways. So that is it pretty much for the cows. Yeah, we got 4 cows, and yeah, the cows are not, they have no food. It's been like a month and a half, and they're still fine. Yeah, here's the 2 Holsteins I bought, trying to figure out if the capacity went above 49,000 liters of straw. So I bought 2 more young Holsteins, and yeah, I know I'm gonna get you food in a while. We gotta wait for the silage bales to turn over. But yeah, we're gonna get the cows up and going. The other interesting thing, even though you're not feeding them, so if we go into the animal category to the cows, by the way, I renamed the barn the Moo Moo Barn. The cows are, even though you're not feeding them and you're not really getting anything out of them, they do age. So I have to wait for them to get 18 months old before they do reproduction. So I mean, that's fine, but just throwing that out there. Yeah, so apparently animals can't die in Farming Simulator 22. But we have an age, so it'd be kind of interesting. If you play long enough, you could have a cow like 100 years old, I guess. So what are we doing here in August? Well, we got a few things to do with August. Let's teleport back to the John Deere. Today, we're going to be taking care of the olives. The olive harvest is going to happen in October. The olives, they are growing on the trees, and I thought I only put one stage of fertilization on the olives, but before I started recording, I went down and checked, and the olives are 100% fertilization. So what we're going to do today is, one, we got weeds that we got to take care of, and we're also going to mulch the grass in between the olive grove. So probably the first thing I'm going to do is actually spray the herbicide to kill the weeds, and then mulching on up. As for our fields, we'll be seeding them in the first month or the first day of September. But the weeds are growing here already, but that's fine. Because when we direct drill it, we'll just push them on in. But the weeds will grow back quickly, as we do know with the direct drill. As for the least equipment that we used, that has not shown up at all in the used. Actually, I didn't check today. What is in the used vehicle sale department? No, nothing. Well, I don't say nothing. Nothing that I need at all. So we do have a subsoiler. I don't have a corn header. I don't need that kind of a trailer. So the situation I got to figure out for the cows is, now that I know it only accepts loose material, probably a loading wagon. I was looking for the correct loading wagon for me, and I found the perfect one. It's kind of expensive though. It's going to be the Pottinger, I think it's this one here, the Jumbo $123. The reason why I'm picking that one, the capacity is 46,600 liters, which is perfect. I can basically fill up the loading wagon, and that will fill up the capacity completely in the cow barn if it's empty. But what do I do with the extra? Well, I may have to put down a hay barn. Spending money everywhere, I know, but that's not the whole point of this Let's Play. The point of this Let's Play is just to try things out and see how things go. While I'm jabbering here, let's hop into the Landini, and we'll grab our sprayer. It's going to be the fertilizer that's in there, I do believe. So we got to swap that out for herbicide. I did do a couple of fertilizing contracts in the last couple of days. Nothing too fancy, just a couple that paid a few thousand. The ones I had in last episode, where I told you it wouldn't allow me to do it, the first day of August I went out to go try to do them, and still, no, wouldn't let me do it. So I canceled out the contracts and just got rid of them. Oh, by the way, you won't see it in the in-game mod hub, but now there is the refresh contracts mod. But when you load into the game, I was looking for it. I saw it on their website, and I was like, well, I'll just wait until I go in-game and download it. I could not find it on the downloadable content on the in-game, so I went to the Farming Simulator Giants website, downloaded the mod from there, then put it in my mods folder. But you can refresh contracts now. That mod is available. Oh, and I did the other contract you may have saw there. That is the field grass number 71. I took the contract on that to make silage bales. Hoping that the baling wrapper would come up, but it has not. Now, let's go ahead and refill this with some herbicide. Let's go kill some weeds. And then the other thing, while this is filling up, I will show you the production building. We do have 8,291 liters of flour that is ready to be moved. I still got 24,500 liters of wheat being processed. So we got to get some bread up and going. Is that all the herbicide I currently have? I'll tell you what, because I do have it up at the store. Let me go and grab more fertilizer. Herbicide. Wait, no, that's fertilizer. No, sorry, never mind. Yeah, too many things on the brain. That's fertilizer. We're doing herbicide. Yeah, I was trying to get rid of the crates up there. I need to move those around. Maybe when I bring the flour down to the bakery, I'll be coming back with an empty trailer. I can stop at the store and pick up my bags of seed and also the bags of liquid fertilizer. Yeah, so I don't really remember putting a second stage of fertilization down on the olive trees, but if we come into this page here, instead of walking around here, let's go to here. Let's turn off weeds. Let's turn off plowing. So you can see our olive trees are all double fertilized. And like I said, my grass field up here, that's been limed and double fertilized as well. So that's ready to go. But yeah, let's go ahead and start killing some weeds. Let's start with this side here. And then we'll go ahead and buy a small mulcher. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button here. Hang on a second. There we go. I figured we kill the weeds first before we mulch the weeds that are alive. I don't want to mulch the weeds that are alive into the ground because that may make them grow back faster. I have no idea. But we're going to kill the weeds first and then grab the mulcher. And the reason why I want to get this done today, because like I said, the month of September, we need to plant, we're going to be planting barley this time around in our cereal crop fields. Let's sneak on into here. No, I mean sneak on into here. I mean sneak on into here. Want to make sure our olives are good to go. Last year, I don't remember how many olives we got, but then again, we have doubled the amount of trees that we have. The ground is now subsoiled. It's pretty well taken care of. At least I think it is. Well, we'll go ahead and get this mulched in. And then these, I mean, this should be a good production on this here. There'll be no weeds, double fertilization, no grass in between them. We'll see how the mulching goes here in a bit, which we do have to buy. So what I'm probably going to do for a baling wrapper is I'm probably just going to go ahead and buy it and then do the grass field, the contract that I got, so that'll at least pay for half of the baling wrapper, I guess. And then all the other material that I got. It's just a lot of stuff you got to move around to do a baling contract. You got mowers, you got a windrower, then you got to bale it, then you got to wrap it, and then you got to transport it. Now, with the amount of straw that I have now, I may sell some of that. I may bring that over to the BGA or something, but straw does not sell for much. So I may just hang on to it for now. You never know when you're going to need it. The chickens also are doing pretty good. The modded chicken pasture that we put down, or the chicken coop that we put down, we still just have the original 51 chickens. Our chickens are not old enough to reproduce yet. The other chicken coop is at 201 chickens, and I got about maybe 4,000 liters of eggs sitting, waiting to be taken out of there and be sold. So it'd be nice when that chicken coop is full and we're making a whole bunch of eggs, and when the other coop has like 600 chickens to it and they're making eggs, yeah, we'll start digging back into that loan and paying that off. And that does bring up another topic. A lot of people are asking, how am I getting my loan to be that high? On PC, basically, if you know how to do it, you just got to go into your XML file and change the numbers in there. The game's not going to allow you to borrow more. I think at the beginning, if you don't own nothing, you can have a $500,000 loan. And it used to be in 19, I think the max loan you could ever borrow was $3 million. So basically, I just got to go and edit the XML file in the save game file. And if you know where your save game file is, basically just know what game you want to change the numbers on. Find your save game file, open up that file, and you're looking for the farms XML file. And then when you open that up in however you want to open it, you can open it in Word, Notepad, or XML. Basically, right near the top, when you open that up, you're going to see the numbers where it says money and loan, and you should see the numbers that are there. You just got to change the numbers, save the file, and then when you reload into the game, the numbers will be changed. But don't be alarmed when you go click on your save game file that the numbers did not change. You have to reload the game before those numbers change. I know it's kind of weird, but that's the way it is. I may actually make a small video on that, but I mean, there should be plenty of videos out there, I would assume, by now. Or you could even look at Farming Simulator 19, how to edit the XML file, because it's the same way. But I may make a small video on that because I've had some people saying they can't get their mods to work, and they want to know how I edit the XML file for the loan and adding in the money and all that kind of stuff. If you just want to add into the money, there's other ways you can do it. There is a mod out there. It's on the Giants Mod Hub, actually. I forgot what it's called. Hopefully, if I can remember, I'll put the name of the mod right here on the screen right now, but sometimes I forget to do that. But basically, I got it installed, but I haven't really I may have used it for money, but if I press F12 on my keyboard, I think it's called the Power Tools mod. So You can fill the vehicle on it if you have something in there. You can turn on your super strength. You can turn on the flight mode, hide the HUD, add, remove money. Now that'll just add money to your account or remove money from your account. It does not change the loan amount. And exit to main menu, which we don't want to do. That, I think it's called, yeah, it might be just called the Power Tools mod. That is on the Giants Mod Hub. Or if you, when you start the game up, the downloadable content. I don't know what category that's under. I think the downloadable content mod hub, when you load into the game, I think even that is not quite working correctly. Because there's some mods that I know they're on the Giants website, but when you go in-game, they're not there. So I have to download them from the Giants website. And as for downloading mods, I mean, if you're downloading the mod from the in-game downloadable content, we download it from there, you shouldn't have to do nothing. The only thing you have to do when you download the mod, you have to restart the game. And the game should ask you when you exit the mod hub, like, you've installed new mods, we'd like to restart the game. You have to restart the game for those mods to take effect. If you are downloading mods from the Giants website or a third-party site, if you will, basically what you have to do, all you have to really do is take the zip file that you downloaded and put it into your mod folder. Don't unzip the zip file. Just put the complete zip file into the mod folder. It's got to be a zip file. I think some people said RAR files still work. I'm not too sure about that, but I always make sure they're zip files when they go in there. Yeah, don't take the zip file, unload the zip file into your mod folder to where all the documents are unzipped. They need to be in a zip file. But like I said, if I get some time this upcoming weekend, or of course you're seeing this on the weekend, this might be Saturday's episode I'm doing. So maybe this weekend I'll get a quick video out on how to edit the XML file, and also how to put mods into your mods folder. It's pretty simple. Well, it's like anything. When you know how to do it, it's pretty simple. But if you're lost and confused, it seems like, why can't I get it to work? I know. I was there first, way back in Farming Simulator 15 when I first learned about mods for Farming Simulator. I was like, how do you do that? How do you do this? Then once you learn how to do it, it's like, oh, okay. Simple enough. Anyways, we're just about done. Luckily, I have enough herbicide to take care of the weeds in between our olive grove. And then we will buy a mulcher. We're going to have to buy the smallest mulcher there is because our Landini doesn't have enough horsepower. There is a wider mulcher I would like to use, but I do believe that requires 130 horsepower, and I think the biggest engine I can put in the Landini is 120. It may work, but we'll just go with the smallest one. And I'll probably have to make 2 passes per grove, but it is what it is. So I'll probably be adding more to our loan because we're going to need some more equipment. I know. So I know some people are not liking it. I'm borrowing the money, but like I said, this is not really about achieving anything. This is pretty much just trying things out. But I also want to, I don't want to say challenge myself, but I'm just not going to add money in and buy stuff. I'm going to add it to the loan and pay it off so we own it outright. Make sure we get all the weeds that we possibly can. And just like that, weeds are gone for a little while. I'm just kind of curious. Can I use this since there's weeds out here? Okay, let's not drive on them. Alright, so yeah, using this on the field, not really. You can see where the lime is disappearing. That's probably where I'm spraying it, but that's not effective on fields at all. You'd think it might be, because basically the herbicide just go in the air and landing on the ground, unless it's evaporating before it hits the ground, but not really working out too well. So I'm done with this for until next year, basically. Next year. Short wheelbase, so you gotta be careful when you back it in. It'll turn really, really quick. If I'd known more about the rock catcher, I probably would have leased that the first time we did a field because I thought rocks were going to come up all the time. But I do hope that they add some point. Well, actually, I don't know if I would do rock contracts because to me, that would take quite a bit of time. I guess it all depends on how much they pay. Oh, and another thing I want to go over as well, because some people are making comments about the repair status. Everyone says, yeah, your vehicle is increasing in value when you repair it. That's not really what I was trying out, but yeah, I hope it's increasing in value when I repair it. It's the cost that it is to repair and repaint. Repaint seems ridiculous, but as we all know, it seems like the economy is kind of lopsided right now. Hopefully it's just a coding issue in the game and they can fix that pretty soon. Yeah, so I got a couple bags of seed up here and the liquid fertilizer that I can put into the sprayer that we just used. Alright, so while we're here, store mulchers. Where are the mulchers? Mulchers? Right there. So this is the one I would like to get. 2.2 meter, but this is 1.4. And our Landini is 90 horsepower. Like I said, yep, 130. I think the Landini, the max we can go up on that is 120. No, I don't want to sell. Well, I can't. Okay, let's just... Don't wait. Go up here. There we go. Small tractors. Landini, and the biggest engine we can put in here is actually a 112 horse. So, yeah, not even 120. But you get what I'm saying. Anyways, let's go back down here. Mulchers right here. And we're going to buy this one. It's only $4,500. So waiting for a sale. Not that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and buy that. And where are you? There you are. I will say for a little while when the game first started, there was a lot of stuff in the used vehicle category that was like, oh yeah, I need that. Now there's a lot of things popping up like, I don't need or want that currently. So just waiting for some, I don't want to say good stuff to show up, but hopefully sometime soon. But as for the cows, I got to figure that out because the amount of silage I have, not a lot. So, definitely have to find a way to make some more silage. I'll have to see how our grass field does. If our grass field can get another mow job in this year, then probably I'll have enough silage to get through another year easily, and we'd be all set. So I'll have to see if the grass grows enough. I didn't mow it until, what was it, July? 1st of July. So maybe by late October. In October, maybe November, I can get it in. Should have my beacon on. And maybe my four-way flashers as well. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to do with the cow barn is, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I can change the color of it. You have to change the color of the barns before you place them down. You can't do it afterwards. So that kind of sucked a little bit, but, you know, I don't, you know, it's fine the way the color is. All right, let's turn this on here. Okay, so I'm not really sure. I can see the grass going down. It's not really getting rid of all the grass. You can see why I wanted to go with a little bit of a wider one, but unfortunately Landini is not going to be powerful enough to run it. I'm not really sure if I'm actually doing anything, honestly. I don't really see this change in the grass at all. Okay, what does that say in the category if I go to olives? Mulchers can be used to crush the crop stubble. This tool suits perfectly for grape and olive farming. Is it my grass is not tall enough for it to work? Because I don't really see it changing the status at all. I mean, if the grass was tall enough, is it because I sprayed with a herbicide maybe and it killed the grass too? I don't know. I'm not really seeing the status change. I'm not really seeing anything change here. Now, I know some people said that when I subsoil the ground, I should have mulched it first, then subsoiled. So maybe I gotta do it in between harvest and then subsoil. I mean, I can see, like, okay, like right here, this grass is kind of tall. So, let me turn this on here. And let's not try to watch where you're going as you're watching the grass disappear. Yeah, so there you can see the grass. Yeah, the grass goes down to nothing. But maybe this grass just isn't tall enough. I'll just try a row up here just because. Alright, the mulcher is down. It's turned on. It's just, yeah, I don't think the grass is tall enough to actually mulch. So, when I go to harvest it, or maybe in September, maybe the grass will grow in here. We'll have to wait and see what it does. But I think the grass needs to be taller for me to mulch it. Alright, let's go ahead and put this away. I mean, we got it now. And it's not like it was that much money. So, we'll just stick it in the other pile with all the other Olive Grove material. Now there is another, actually I think there's more than another, but there are a couple more compact tractors, if you will. I think Fendt has one, and that one can have a higher horsepower. I was trying to keep it more American, if you will. Why aren't you detaching here? Thank you. If we go into the store page, I'll show you quickly the other tractors you possibly could use. You might be able to use the methane one, but I think that can you change the horsepower? I want to say it's only 75 horsepower, so it barely run the mulcher that we're using. And the other one is the Fendt Vario, and you can go from 79 up to. So that's the same thing, only 114 horsepower. So you're not getting. I thought it might be a little bit more horsepower because it's a lot more expensive, but so getting a bigger mulcher wouldn't work on that either. Unless you put the rows far enough apart and you can sneak down another tractor down there, but yeah, I'm not too sure. What's the electric one like? Is there a different... Nope, that's going to be a standard 68 horsepower engine. Alright, so with all that being said, let's go ahead and grab our John Deere. And we are going to grab our trailer. And let's go up and grab some flour. Pop it on our trailer. And bring it on down to the bakery. Oh, I need to check on... I haven't really checked the status of the greenhouse lately. I don't know how much water is in there. And do I have 10,000 liters? No, I'm only at 3,200 liters. And I still got 6,000 liters of water. So that's fine for a little bit longer. Make sure we hook up our tail lights. Trailer's ready to go. I'm ready to go. Train's gone. Alright, let's head up all the way up to the grain mill. grab some flour, bring it down to the bakery, and start making some bread. Get to drive through the covered bridge because I don't have a big load behind me, so we'll just zip on through there. It says no trucks. It doesn't say anything about any tractors or not. Although I don't think I'd be able to fit through there with like the bridle spreader. The combine harvester probably won't fit through either. And I just realized I don't know if I'm going to need it or not, but I did not put the front load attacher on here with the pallet forks. I don't know how heavy these are. I may have to use super strength to lift them on up because I'm not going all the way back to the farm now to get them. But usually if it's 200 kilograms or under, you should be able to lift it up. I just don't know how this is going to spit out these pallets. Question is, where are the pallets going to be? There are the pallets. Those are going to be more than 200 kilograms. Maybe. I don't know. But it seems like a lot of flour. Yeah, we got to find ourselves a bigger trailer at some point. How much do these weigh? So, they do weigh 230 kilograms. I do believe I got super strength turned on. Toggle super strength. Let's see if it was on or off. We'll disable it. And it's going to say object is too heavy. Alright, well, pardon me. We're going to turn on super strength and do it because I'm not going all the way back to get my pallet forks. Alright, so lesson learned. Although I do have a problem with the pallet forks, as you've seen with the getting other material, it seems to fall through. Some people think it might be a mod conflict. It might actually, I may actually have to go into my key bindings. I may have another key binding that's opening and closing them on the other. It might be, if it's somehow attached to my pedals, I'll be like, why would you key bind that to pedals? But grab what we can here. I probably will double stack it. Premium flour. I don't know if it's premium flour, but oddly enough, it shows bread on it. It's just flour, but it's showing bread. Can I? Yep. Okay, we can still do 6 at the bottom. Get our bread factory going. Yeah, I do hope they increase how much it will produce, just because in the early stages, fine. I mean, I'm not bringing much up, but you get later stages on, you play multiplayer, yeah, you're going to be bringing in a lot of grain and be making a lot of products. But I guess that's why they do give us the option of placing down another, like, grain mill or what have you. But like I said, in link in the description below, you should have the link to Epideth's no handcuffs mod, which it should take 5 times as much and produce it 5 times faster. Let's go ahead and strap that in. But that only works on the placeable, so you have to place down the grain mill. If you activate the mod, it doesn't actually make the ones on the map produce it 5 times as fast. Just going to go 2 tall with these, not 3. And we'll grab this one here because we can. Alright, they are strapped in, ready to go. I probably could do taller, but let's not do that. Alright, let's roll out of here. Let's head to the bakery. Bakery should suck these right up, hopefully. Take my time out of here. I don't want to tip the trailer over, because that is a possibility. I think, because I have tipped over... I don't know if that was in a video or if I was doing... I think I was actually fertilizing off camera. And I took a corner really fast with the Amazon fertilizer spreader that we have. And yeah, it just tipped right over. The tractor and the spreader just took the corner too fast. Top heavy. And tractor said no thanks and tipped right over. Seems like they're more topsy-turvy than it was in 19. Which is fine by me. Alright, I should be able to fit through the covered bridge, I don't think. No, that stack is not as high as the tractor, I don't think. Nope, we are good. I do like the... I don't remember it being in 19, but when you go, like I said before, into a shed, or like when I go through the covered bridge, you can hear the engine sound bouncing off the walls inside the buildings, kind of like bouncing back down at you. It's kind of neat. Obeying all the traffic laws here in Elmcreek, as we do, stop at all the stop signs, direction lights. I do have my direction lights working on the paddles. Yep, I should have my beacons on, and I'll put my four-way flashers on. And then the last thing I have to do is make sure we turn on the bakery, so it starts making some bread. Then if we start selling some products around here, I can actually, maybe the farm can actually start making money per day rather than losing money per day. Alright, let me go third person here so I can see what the heck I need to be doing. I forgot if I got interactive markers turned on or off. I think they're on. I think it's going to be on the side here is where it takes it. Yep. Before we do, I'm going to take a thumbnail shot, I think, of the flower on the back. So let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to need some flight mode. I'm going to need toggle the HUD on and off. Whoops. And then the last thing I want to do is... let's fly up a little bit. Get a shot of the bakery a little bit. And then change my field of view to 25. I gotta take a better one than this later on. But you get the point. I'll just take it just in case. And then change my field of view back to standard. -1. Let's drop on down, teleport back to the tractor. Alright, let's get back to what we came here to do, which is drop off the flour. It's going to take it right off the trailer. It will. Let's get rid of the straps here. No, not yet. Let's not take out, because the carts may fall right off here. Perfect. Now if we go into our production line, where are we here? Way up here, bread. Let's go ahead and activate the bread. That is now on, right? It should be blue. It's on storing, and so I should get 6,000 liters of bread. And currently, whoops, we were on the right page actually. Bread is going for... where's the bread? Bread. 1,600, but the price is dropping. Yeah, so the only prices you should be going for in Farming Simulator 22 right now is what these are showing you. Do not go by this fluctuation chart, because that is it's not worth anything currently right now. So we got our bread factory going, our flour factory is going. A couple more months, our olive oil will be being produced. Cows, we're sort of getting there. Just gotta wait for the silage bales to turn over. I got that contract to kind of do. I may wait another day before I try to do that contract. Hopefully the baling wrapper comes up for sale in the used department. We shall see. Let's load this up here. Oh, the other thing I probably should do is let's turn off flight mode and also turn the HUD back on. I will leave super strength on because I forgot my front end loader. Yeah, how much does that weigh? 600 kilograms. I am a strong dude. That's like a half a bag. And then There, that should be strapped over that. Pretty sure the store will be happy that I'm taking it out of their hands and bring it back down to the farm. So our olive tree should be taken care of, but let me know about the mulcher. I just don't think the grass is tall enough between our olive grove to be mulching grass yet. Kind of interested on that. 100% fertilization on it. The weeds are gone. It was subsoil this spring, so thumbs up on the olive grove this year compared to last year, to where we did it kind of half-assed a little bit. Yeah, so now we're just got to, like I said, I kind of get the cows things situated. In the meantime, next episode, we'll be grabbing our drill and planting some barley. And we'll see how that all goes for us. Why am I sticking on the railroad tracks? Well, I was sticking on the railroad tracks. Either way. Alright, let's turn off the hazard lights, turn off the beacon lights, turn off our tractor. And the last thing we will do, check on it. It's not enough time has gone by, but I got to get too much red on that map. Let's get off that and come back to here. Let's see, we're on. Teleport you to the back. I don't know if that's considered the back or the front in the cow barn, but whatever. I will have to get a bucket once we start using some straw in the cow barn to pick that on up. These were at 90%. They're now at 95%. We'll take care of that next episode. Because basically, I want to wait another day to see if that mixer comes up for sale. Because I did lease one. See if it comes up for sale. Then I'll use that to put on into here. And once we put silage into here, then this little thing will get activated. And we'll start feeding our 4 cows. And then the health will go up. And then we'll be all golden. I don't know if I want to put down a manure storage area as of yet. We'll have to see, because we're a far ways away from that. I need to focus on other things. We're focusing on a lot of things, but some things we can put off a little bit more. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Elm Creek. But until then, have a good one.